Stepping out of the meta path again, we come to the Wolf Shamisen. This thing has a couple of things that make it an attractive horn if you're looking to shake things up. Let's jump into the stats and songs and see exactly what we're dealing with. Starting with the raw, we're sitting at around 1134 base, so around the middle of the pack when it comes to hunting horns. We move on to the sharpness that gives us a chunk of white sharpness that can be brought up to purple sharpness with a hefty 4 levels of handicraft. A beautiful 25% affinity at base, but we'll come back to that stat later. A poison of 240, which I'm a fan of for sure, and we round out the stats with a solid level 3 decoration slot. The song selection is one that brings some good utility in presenting openings for free shots on monsters and straight up improving your critical chance. Affinity up gives you an absolute solid 20% affinity on top of the already awesome 25% base affinity you have. So you're sitting at 45% affinity. That's no skills included. Straight up. Something tells me between all of the different affinity boosting skills, you can pretty much easily reach 100% affinity with every hit. Earplugs L does exactly what you want earplugs to do. It nullifies roars completely so you can slam monsters or weaken parts. Let all those peasants throw on their rock steady mantles while you go in bare chested and let monsters know their roars ain't. We come to Echo Wave Dragon, and of course, wave songs always get the thumbs up from me, like my videos should be getting from you. Extended health recovery is always a plus to push your health recovery beyond just the red that's in your health bar. I really do love this horn. Straight off though, it's clear that this isn't going to be the greatest damage dealer with horns like Acidic and Mad Bone out there. You can reach purple sharpness with the wolf, and you absolutely should. It's a horn that pairs well though with Master's Touch, and you can literally get through entire fights without ever having to sharpen, because you're going to crit all the time. I stick to handicraft level 4 and it works just fine. If you're like me, you're not a flawless runner or speed runner. This is where poison can really help out. If you haven't, take a look at the video Jinx and Tuna put out on poison damage. They break down the numbers and DPS effect of poison. For someone like me, it brings comfort into my hunts, because I would definitely say I'm a good hunter, but I definitely wouldn't call myself a speed runner. Especially if you're facing a monster with a 3-star weakness to poison, and you get to see that number 40 ticking again and again. You can also open up strong on every hunt too, because earplugs will give you the opportunity to wall smash a monster from the jump, or to get in extra shots when it roars before transitioning to another area. Another thing I love about this horn having earplugs is when other monsters come in and roar, which happens a lot in Master Rank, the monster you're hunting might get stunned, but you definitely won't. Let's check out the soundtrack on this horn. I like how unique it is, and the banjo track is by far my favorite. The other tracks that have that real tribal feel to them are really cool too. Should you craft this horn? I would confidently say yes. It's a very easy horn to build around, given that you have 45% affinity before even adding any skills. So if you want to drive in some comfy skills, you can, such as Evade Extender, Health Boost, Earplugs. Oh wait, you don't need to build in earplugs because you have an Earplugs L song. If you don't want to go comfy and want to go aggressive with Agitator, Peak Performance, or Full Attack Boost, you have so much flexibility to do so with that huge affinity, and not to mention the level 3 slot it also brings to the table. Get your build together and slow burn some monsters with this poison powered purple banjo. That's going to be it for this one, guys. A lot of people have been asking me to drop builds and such, but my decos are doo-doo right now, and it makes it tough to put together something solid. Hunting Horn is pretty straightforward though. You just make sure you have Horn Maestro at level 2, and then from there, you pretty much go with the typical Crit Eye, Weakness Exploit, Agitator, Attack Boost, Peak Performance, etc. But in time, I definitely will drop the builds once I start to get some better decorations. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please do let me know with a thumbs up. Comment below what horn you think I should do next and what you think of the Yian Garuga hunting horn. Subscribe for more Iceborne and hunting horn content if you haven't already. Have a good night, and happy hunting.